Hey guys, what is going on? We have another Grando Cantina session. I think that's what we're going to start calling it.
I think
Because
so.
because I think people were like, "Hey, Grando Arena," because it's like Grand Arena. I
Yeah.
think I was like, "Yeah, that sounds cool," but then like I don't want to give the wrong impression that like we're going to talk about Grand Arena or something.
Yeah, that's my only hang up on it.
Yeah. As you can see, we have Grid here. We just finished the recording of part one, so make sure you guys go to his channel, watch that, give it a like. All those links will be down in the description below, and be sure to go watch that. We had some good questions over there. So just to start us off, Grid, I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit, as you may or may not have known, for everyone out
Yep.
there. There was a data mine that said like, "Hey, there's a new marquee pack coming in," and I
Mhm.
just want to hear your take. Like, give us a hot take. What do you think is what do you think it is?
It has to be something on the light side would be my guess, because we
Okay.
just got the brand new character, which is Admiral Piet, and
Yeah.
that's for the Dark Side Galactic Legend. I feel like it only makes sense then that we're gonna get a new character for the light side. And actually in the Galactic Legend, or in the forum post for the Galactic Legend unlock and requirements, it actually specifies, it says, there's also been some confusion around if there are 15 or 14 requirements, as the
Oh
two
yeah.
screens below show conflicting information. There are 15 units required for Jedi Master Luke, 15 units required for Sith. It's showing a character that's not there yet.
Yeah.
And so I think what's happening is this next character is going to be whatever that light side character is. Some new light side marquee character would be my guess.
Yeah.
If we're keeping on with sort of, I mean, this first round is like original trilogy. I'm trying to think of someone that's in Luke's life that isn't in the game yet,
Right.
but
Yeah.
like most people are, not all of them, obviously, but so I'm calling it now. Hot take, Porkins.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna take a
I mean,
little
way
bit
to
of a
introduce a new character,
yeah.
a fan favorite,
That'd be pretty awesome.
and a new ship. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with a little bit of a different hot take.
mhm.
Yeah, because I think you have Mon Mothma, you have Chupio, which are relatively new farms. You have Piet, and you could make an argument that yeah, it's a new Empire character, but I think it's actually something else. The login
Yeah.
character is IG88.
Mhm.
I think that means Mando content. I know people
Yep.
have said yes or no on
Yep.
that, but I could see it. I'm gonna make the hot take. I'm gonna say it's not even a character. I think it's a ship. I think we're gonna get the Razor
Okay.
Crest. Or
Ooh, I
maybe
like that.
maybe IG-11. I don't know. Who knows? But I think the
Yeah,
Razor Crest would be legit, man. Like it's another light side
that would.
ship. Maybe it's better. It might be one of those things where it's sort of like a boss tank ship, and
Mhm.
it allows you to use Millennium Falcon or another light side territory battle like ship, with like
Mhm.
the Akbar fleet or a Resistance fleet or something. Kind of a plug and
Yeah.
play thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. It could be interesting. So yeah,
I like that. I like that. I think
yeah,
that'd be really cool. I think that'd be a smarter take on it
yeah,
personally, because that also then tells all of the players out there, look, yeah, we're talking about Galactic Legends here, but we already got our eyes set on the future.
yeah,
So I know we're talking about Galactic Legends. Here you go, guys. Look, here's some hard confirmed Mando content is coming, right?
yeah,
Season two's coming.
yeah.
We're gonna
Some hype.
touch on Mando again. I think that would be really cool. I like
Agreed.
that. Good
Agreed,
good
man.
take. Good
Yeah,
take.
man. And then you guys can comment down below, tell us what you guys think it is, and then just laugh at us whenever it's neither of those things.
It has to be Porkins.
Yeah. All right, let's get into that first question. All right. High Republic in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Yay or nay, and why or why not?
Um I'm a little iffy on it. I honestly I don't know like a ton
Yeah.
on the High Republic, but it would be cool to switch things up. I really like seeing them go into that sort of corner of the world of Star Wars where it's not just the Skywalkers and the
Yeah,
movies and what we
for
see.
sure.
I like when they branch out and they go into some of the lesser known games, or some of the lesser known sort of aspects of Star Wars. So I would say yes, I would like to see the High Republic join. I
Yeah.
do think that would be really cool, but I am extremely doubtful that
Yeah.
they bring it in.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I'm gonna say yes, I would like it because any sort of character that they bring to the game is usually always a good thing, right? Like, there's
Yeah.
mechanics in there that you can either highlight to someone else or you can kind of create something new. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't think so. And the reason why is like typically CG, I think needs like if we look at pretty much every character that we have, they've either had some sort of animation, so either like TV series, movie, or video game kind of
Yeah.
made after them.
Yeah.
And so that way they have something to base it off of. Like, I don't think we have anything that's just based off of books. And right now, I know I'm pretty sure that is
Yeah.
like the only confirmed plan. And
Yeah.
if they were to turn those books into a animated series, I would assume that would take years. And I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think that that's gonna be. So that's I guess my
Yeah.
reasoning why. For
It'd
sure.
be cool, but I
Yeah,
doubt it.
yeah, it would be. Yeah. All right, next question. Oh gosh, I forgot I put this in here. You can't see it, but
Look at
it's so great, dude. So Ram Bam asked like a sarcastic question. So instead of actually asking you the question, I just
Mhm.
have Ram Bam's those memes that Fighting Drunk made. Where it's his face
Oh yeah.
superimposed on Jar Jar Binks and him as a youngling. Dude, so dumb. All right. Anyways, Ram, May
Oh,
still
it's so
sucks,
good.
dude. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Still super sucks.
All right. So next question. Would you rather?
Those are so good though. I'm looking at him here. The
Dude,
Jar Jar Binks one
the
is
Jar,
terrifying.
dude, the Jar Jar Binks one. All right, let's go back really quick. The Jar Jar Binks one is actually hilarious. Like it actually looks like it could be a character. Like, oh my gosh. All right, let's move on. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking crying right now. All right,
Yeah,
would you
Liam, you
rather?
need a little bit of therapy to erase that image.
Yeah, right. All right, so would you rather get meaningless communication from CG daily or meaningful communication from them once every 2 weeks?
Meaningful every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
But right now it's so random and sporadic. I'm
I
just sort of
know.
like,
Right now,
it-
I feel like the best way to answer this question is just yes. Like, I would
either.
take either of these
I'll take
right now.
anything at this point.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I agree with
Yeah,
you. If
I'd go
they
with that for
even
sure.
if they just came out like and they were like, hey, here's what we did, the previous 2 weeks. Here's what we're looking at doing the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
That'd be great. Like it's just like it would
Something.
solve so much problems. Like there's so much uncertainties between the game and the community and the
Yeah.
developers. And so
CG,
yeah,
I'll be your PR. Hit me
yeah,
up.
yeah, man.
I'll do it.
I'm down. We could
Just
just do a
this.
session. Yeah, we could just do a session. Be like,
Can
hey
you imagine?
guys, this
Just
is
throw us a couple bullet points. We'll have some fun with it.
yeah, 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 absolutely. All right,
CG
there you
Crumb,
go.
I know you're watching, buddy. Hit us
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Balls in your court. All right. Next question. Okay. What? Oh, this is actually a little bit more of a serious one. All right. So, what would Darth Vader redeemed? So, like, basically, when he from Return of the Jedi, do
Okay.
or say if you went back in time to see Anakin, prior, even if he said Phantom Menace or just post or I guess pre Order 66. What do you think he would? What do you think he would be like? Do you think like he would try to stop him? Do you think like he
Oh
would?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he would. I think he definitely would. You could see it. I mean that was a very getting real serious here with these ones. That was a powerful moment, not just in Star Wars, but like for me as well, like in my personal life, dude.
yeah,
But when Luke is there and he goes, no, there's still good in him, you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and then Leia reinforces that. Then they know that there's something in him. I really um yeah, I really related to that. You see that, Anakin slash Darth Vader, he knows that he's messed up. He knows that he's done something wrong.
yeah,
Um, but it's where he's at, and it's where he's at. It's what he's done, and he lives with it for some reason. I think very much so. I mean, his final words, right? He's like, You were right.
You were right.
You know,
Yeah, you were right about me. Tell
you were
everyone that
right.
you're right about me.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think, yep, for sure, he would go back and he would try and stop Anakin.
Yeah.
Um, he'd probably say something along the lines of like, Ahsoka's not just a citizen.
Classic. And
Classic.
and he'd probably say something like Mace. He probably would still kill Mace. Like
He
honestly.
probably, yeah. Instead of just cutting off his arm, he might just go, just straight up for the head.
Yeah.
Just
Shout out
pull a
to Ram.
Django on him.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree though. Like I know, and I actually talked about this a little bit on stream because this question popped up. It's like I guess it
Yeah.
really depends on too, like what he views as like fate. You know, like is this always like is it like I think I probably am getting this wrong, but I think it's like the Oedipus Rex play where it's like
Mhm.
he gets told like basically what's gonna happen, and he like tries everything in his power to stop it from happening, and it still happens.
Yeah.
So it's almost like one of those things where, like I wonder at some point if he just views what he did as like almost a necessary evil to
Yeah.
kind of I guess balance everything
Yeah.
out. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess we won't
I,
see, but I mean, but it is
it's
interesting. Okay, this is actually a fun one. This is actually a really fun one. All right, so how would you rework Cup to make him meta? I'll give you a second if you want to look up his kit just really quick. I've kind of already got an idea, and I've already got like the screenshot on my screen, right? So
yes. Stun on his basic, grenades, bonus
yeah,
potency.
yeah.
I don't know why I know his kit, but
I mean, that's
I
pretty
do.
impressive, honestly.
I don't
Okay,
know, man.
my idea would be so okay. His basic is basically yeah, you get a stun on basic. I wouldn't change that really at all. Okay, so his first special, or I guess his only special, is non-lethal crowd control. Deal physical damage to all enemies with 70% chance to inflict offense down for 2 turns. Now,
Yep.
okay, this is actually where I change this, and this is a big change, but like it's a very small in wording, right? So I'd have something in there that says like, hey, when you use this ability, right, or like it says deal physical damage and dispel all buffs on all enemies, and then after that it stays the same, right? Inflict offense down for 2 turns, and then it says for every buff dispelled, deal an additional, I'd say like 10% damage, right? Because then now you're really starting to make him more meta, at least because JKR, like guys like GMY, right? Like that is just gonna blow him up. And it's not so it's not so OP that like I think you're gonna like start, one-shotting crew or not crew, SLKR or anything. But Padme's already a good team, so I mean, if you do that, and like even Padme mirror matches, right? Like it might just come down to who has a cup that is right after their Padme. Because then it's just like as soon as she throws all that protection up, it's like you're throwing this grenade that's doing like crazy damage. And it's not so OP again because like you're not like it's not like teams like Darth Revan, right? Like it wouldn't really affect them. They don't have like super high buffs. So I don't know, it could be interesting. I
think so, yeah.
I wouldn't change his non-lethal special. Oh, and it makes sense too, right? Because it says crowd control, right? Like that is, if you are doing crowd control when you dispel and de-escalate things, right? Like that.
Yeah.
That feels like the job of Coruscant Underworld Police. De-escalate things. Yeah, it makes sense. And then also, with the job of being police, like I would add a different unique, which would help him out to be being put into a Padme team, which is just, hey, whenever Cup dispels any buffs, he grants himself and his teammates, bonus protection. I think that would make him really good, man. Honestly, I'd use him. I'd B13 R7 him tomorrow.
Yeah, I think his kit isn't too far off from being useful.
Yeah.
I would one thing that I would switch for sure would be on his unique.
Yeah.
He gains 30% potency, and then he gains 20% turn meter whenever he inflicts a negative status effect.
Right.
Really easy. Just throw on there and gains 10% turn meter if it gets resisted.
Yeah.
The basic, I think it'd be kind of interesting to throw in with a debuff here on his basic. So like, let's say, yeah, it's 50% chance to stun the target for 1 turn. If the stun gets resisted, inflict ability block, which can't be evaded or resisted,
Yeah.
or buff immunity or something.
Yeah.
So it's this option where like regardless,
I'm
you're
getting
inflicting
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
You
No,
know,
I like that
I,
actually. That's really cool.
yeah.
That's
And
solid.
then I really like the idea of the dispel and that crowd control. I think that makes perfect sense
Yeah,
actually
right?
for crowd control. I think it'd be fun to throw down like going off of your idea of how many buffs get dispelled, or like the wording would have to be dispel all buffs on all enemies, then deal physical damage,
Yeah.
and for each buff dispelled, deal 10% more damage,
Yeah.
and for each, just like kind of like Dengar, think almost like Dengar, for however many buffs are dispelled, a certain debuff gets applied.
Yeah.
So right with
Oh, that'd be
Dengar, for
cool.
however many crits he gets, you either get tenacity down or this, or whatever they
Yeah.
all are.
No, I
Something
actually like
like,
that.
yeah, so if you get, if it's 1 buff dispelled per enemy, right? Not obviously for the whole thing, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for that one enemy, if you dispel 1 buff, they get, let's say they get a dot or tenacity down, maybe
Yeah.
tenacity down as well. One buff dispelled is tenacity down, 2 buffs dispelled is tenacity down and speed down, and
Yeah.
then 3 buffs is tenacity down, speed down, and
Stagger or
maybe,
something.
yeah, stagger. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That'd be a
Because again, that
legit.
that throws in the idea of actually being able to crowd control.
Exactly.
And I
Yeah.
would definitely run that.
Yeah, dude.
I
That'd
would
be
definitely run that.
dude, Padme's missing like her like they're obviously they're good choices for the fifth, but it's like she's always just been kind of missing like the true like oh, there's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, dude, like there it is, guys. We just made cup meta.
There you go, boys.
All right, next one. Okay. This one's kind of funny. All right. So I underneath each one of our logos, I have our respective Plo Koons. And the question is, would you rather give each other a Plo job or relic Ayla? But what they meant by give each other a Plo job is basically would you rather swap our Plo Koons or relic Ayla? But obviously the way they worded it was wanting to give each other Plo jobs.
I like it that way better,
Yeah, oh
honestly.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
I don't know. What's your Plo look like?
Oh, he's R7.
Oh, is he? Jesus Christ. Okay.
His bar actually it's hilarious. Your bar is 66%, mine is 99.
Honestly, I mean, I'd probably, the smarter decision would be to trade, because I don't use my Plo anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just for a ship, in that brief millisecond on the JKR mirror matches where I
Oh
use
yeah.
Plo for the dispels.
Yeah, man. He was solid
But
there.
that was brief. Ultimately, Ayla is a honey, so
Yeah.
gotta relic the honey. So we'll go
Yeah.
with Ayla.
Okay, so
I'd
you're
relic
relic
Ayla.
it. Yeah.
She was the first character I ever, not the first, ambitiously farmed up and actually even like saved crystals for, because she was only in Cantina, or
Right.
sorry, not
Yeah.
Cantina, like Chromiums and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at the store,
Stores,
and
yeah.
I saved up crystals to buy her shards before she wasn't farmable anywhere, and I got her, and I was just like, I was loving life. She was so fun to use.
Yeah, dude.
So I think I like her kit. I think it'd be fun to have her up in the
Yeah.
relics.
Yeah, unfortunately, I know a lot of people would love to see us exchange blowjobs, but I think I'm gonna
You
stay
and me
with
both.
mine. I think I'm gonna stay with mine, man. I'm not gonna relic Ayla. I'm gonna keep my blowjob. He's R7. I like him, man. All right, well, that is gonna cut it for us, guys. Thank you guys so much. Let us know your guys' answers either in Discord or in the comment section down below, guys. Be sure to join both of our Discords, because that is how you guys can submit your guys' questions, and you guys can see them on here, and we get talk and laugh about them. And thank you guys so much for all the support, man. I've had just like random people. I like last week I actually popped into someone's stream and they were like, "Oh, dude, I've seen you on the Grando session. I love it." And like that just like brightens my day, guys. So thank you guys so
Yeah.
much, man. You guys are awesome. So just really appreciate it, guys. And we'll see you guys in the next one.